Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DRich Show, where we talk anything and everything crypto. Now, here's your host, DRich.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the DRich Show. This is DRich and today is Friday, November 19, 2021. Happy Friday, everybody. I hope that you all are doing well, and as always, I hope that these videos find you all in good health, good spirits, and good energy. So today, folks, we got a lot of news to get covered, so stay tuned for that. We're going to talk about USDC, its role as the stablecoin of the market. And most definitely, we're going to talk a little bit about some of the connections related to USDC and how that will play a vital role moving forward. So I want to talk to you all about that. Yes, we do have Algorand attached to the video today because I did say we wanted to bring some stuff to the table when it came to Algorand, the ISO 222 tokens. Most definitely, we're going to talk a little bit about Xinfin, how that plays a role with USDC as well. And most definitely, Mastercard and Visa are associated with some of these things that we're going to be talking about today. So stay tuned for that. It's a lot of information to cover. I'll go over briefly, but most definitely, we'll always leave the information in the description just in case you want to look at the articles or read for yourselves. And again, I always encourage everyone to do their own research. I am not a financial advisor. This is never financial advice. I do this on my free spare time because I love talking crypto, anything and everything. So here we are today, folks, with today's information. That's what we're going to bring to you. Anyway, I want to make sure before we get started that we give all of you acknowledgement. Thank you guys for always tuning into the channel. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you for the new subscribers that's come on board for the journey. As we all know, this is a journey. This is a marathon. This is not a sprint. And most definitely, we want to grow this thing organically and do the best that we can possibly do every single day, Monday through Friday, putting out some of the best content on YouTube services. Okay. So anyway, here we are with the coin market cap. We got Bitcoin 42.4% dominance, Ethereum at 19.5, where we have a global crypto market cap of 2.6 trillion flat, and which is a 5.1% increase over the last day. We got some trending tokens, biggest gainers, and some recently added tokens to CMC. And here we have Bitcoin $58,320 with some change. Ethereum, $4,274, and Binance Coin BNB trying to get back to $600 range, $583.25, while Solana is at $218.85, which is a 15.5% increase over the last 24 hours. We are starting to see that trend go back up, where Cardano is at $1.89. So again, folks, there you go. We're looking like the market is going to bounce back. Hopefully, we'll see what happens. Stay tuned. I'm not here to make any predictions, but I do believe that we had to have some sort of, downfall in order to move back up. So if you guys shaken out, can't do anything for you. Here on the channel, I always talk about a long-term vision, setting goals, meeting goals, conquering goals, and things like that. So do your due diligence, continue to stay steady. And again, if you don't do anything, just don't do anything. Don't go in, oh, well, the market is crashing, or nope, stay put and hold your position. This is not going to be easy. I will say it just like that. Anyway, XRP at $1.10. I did scoop up some on BitTrue at $1.01. So we're back. We're in profit. See, again, you just got to scoop some stuff up on the low when it goes down and dip, especially if you're a trader and you're looking for buying action and opportunity, and you want to get a quick, turnaround on your investment. Here you go. These are the times to do so. Polkadot, $42.05. We're going to talk about USDC today, which is a $34.4 billion market cap. Dogecoin, 23 cents. And she looked like it's ready to sprint again, but who knows? AVAX is right on the hills at 108 bucks. So again, folks, if you look on the left side here, as we're scrolling down here, as you can see the arrow here thing, we're looking 24 hours, we're looking green, which is really, really good for a lot of us. And if we've been in this market, this is nothing new. We want to just continue to do our due diligence, stay in patient, persevering. And sometimes, yeah, it sucks. It does. I got to admit that. But at the end of the day, we have to have that long-term goal and vision in mind. So yesterday on the video, we talked about the Meridian 2021, which is it was like a webinar, and hopefully you all were able to view some of it, tune into some of it. I was able to catch some of it, and out of it, I was able to learn a whole lot. And this is why we're going to be talking about USDC, the role that it's going to play with central banks, how that will be again, we've always said this, that the central banks have to get on board in order for there to be some sort of transparency. There's no more manipulation of currency, things like that. So this was a big thing. So I encourage you to go back and check it out on YouTube, or even go here on meridian.stellar.org and go ahead and view it and get some of that information, because there's some very key speakers on there that break things down in a different way that I'm not able to do so. And I would just encourage you to do that. So anyway, what I did find out, which is Settle, compliant fiat to crypto payment network. Settle products integrate with your business to accept local currencies in exchange for digital assets in a compliant environment. Settle product suite. Here are the gateways to stablecoins, payments, and panel, and companies running on the Stellar network. So this is running on the Stellar network, and this is kind of what I was able to view and see. I'm not going to go over the entire page. I'll leave it in the description, but here is a partnership that I did not know about. Here is another partnership, C Currency, which is optimizing global financial logistics. Financial markets are fragmented. Access is limited and value is trapped in regulatory and institutional silos. C Currency harnesses the power of blockchain technology to automate compliance, streamline financial transactions, and interconnect markets with open, universal, and interoperable infrastructure. So I'll leave that to that. And we're going to go check out their partners here, folks. Strategic partners and investors. As you can see, you got US Bank, which is a pretty big bank here in the US. And then you have Stellar as well. Okay, so I wanted to make sure that this partnership was acknowledged. And this is ccurrency.com, which is one of the partners with Stellar that I found out about yesterday as well by tuning into the webinar. And here is another partnership that I found out about as well. The partner of Stellar, USDC, on the Liquid Multichain. This was back in September 13th of 2021. And most definitely, just being able to see some of the people on the panel, some of their logos and things like that kind of led me to go check all of this stuff out, check the insights out, their guides, their liquid news, and women in crypto. So there's a lot of women coming in crypto, more so than I can imagine, which is good. It's just a level playing field for everybody. When it comes to that, I talk to all of the people at work, the co-workers and everything else, and try to get them involved with crypto, because I do believe that this will most definitely help. The USDC we're going to be getting into here right now is going to play a vital role. And if you don't understand, USDC more than likely is going to be the digital currency or the digital dollar. Do I believe that there's going to be fiat currency? Yes, at some point in time, it may potentially go away at some point. But you know what? You can't take it away right away, because at the end of the day, people have to transition. People have to get used to things and familiarize themselves with new technologies, new things like that. It's just like getting a cell phone brand new. You got all these different apps, all of these different things that you got to get comfortable with, used to. It just goes to show you that that's kind of where we're heading, and we need to transition. You can't just drop it on people all at once because they'll freak out. So it's a steady, slow rollout. USDC for Stellar coming to circle, and most definitely the reason why we're putting this out there because, again, USDC and Circle are going to play some vital roles into a lot of things. And I'm not going to read the whole article here. I want you to check that out. And then here is another one. DeFi built on Stellar, decentralized finance protocols powered by Stellar turrets. Yieldbox, which is DeFi money market protocol, and that's day zero staking. And then Option Blocks, DeFi derivatives protocol. And this is a financially connected world. DeFi on Stellar creates the promise of financial inclusion on a global scale. Got faster transactions, lower fees, worldview, as well as security. Yieldbox and options blocks. Script 3 protocols is that there's decentralized lending protocol. Option block, which is also decentralized derivatives protocol built on Stellar. You can read more on Yieldbox and more on option blocks there. And here is what Stellar Turrets is. Stellar is an open source network the protocols are built on, and Turrets enable their decentralized Turing complete smart contract protocols. I just wanted to put that out there if you haven't seen this anywhere before. Stellar is going to be huge as well. And when we talk about the ISO 222 tokens, which we'll talk about here briefly, we want to connect all of the dots when it comes to how this is going to be, number one, interoperable, number one, fast and efficient, scalable. Those type of language keys are terms that we have come to know. These are some things that we got to keep our eye on. USDC issuer Circle supports proposal to regulate stablecoin issuers as banks. And this is how this has to happen moving forward because the central banks control a lot, and we know how that turns out for a lot of people in different countries. Issuers of stablecoins like Tether and USDC may soon be required to work under the same regulations as banks, but that seemingly doesn't frighten the CEO of the USDC issuer Circle, commenting on the administration proposal to work on bank-like regulation for stable issuers. Circle CEO Jeremy Allaire took a supportive stance for the recommendation. He highlighted that the proposals aim to regulate dollar stablecoin issued in the United States financial system as banks at the federal level by the Federal Reserve represents significant progress in the industry's growth. Allaire noted that the current steps would upgrade the current money transmission focused regulations to a much more fundamental infrastructure at the core of what potentially the future of banking and capital markets look like. Furthermore, there's a real recognition that as these payment stablecoins grow, they can grow at internet scale relatively quickly. Allaire commented, and when the stablecoin market grows into hundreds of billions in circulation and trillions in transactions, the risks to financial markets and financial stability become much more significant, he also added. So again, they talked a lot about this, the banks, the central banks, the proposals, and there's some interesting information coming out of that, that Meridian talk yesterday. So, and the day before. So get on that. I encourage you to do it because at the end of the day, you want to hear from these folks how they're, setting up the roadmap, setting up the game plan to go after the central bank, where they have no other choice to get on board with how this is all turning out for all of us. So anyway, here is a article from CoinDesk. Okay, Mexican crypto exchange Bitso incorporates Circle solution for cross-border payments initiative. So Bitso, if you don't know, is also partner with Ripple. Okay, there is an Mexican exchange. Okay, where they do cross-border payments and transactions. And again, here the Bitso Shift initiative will allow Mexican businesses to make cross-border transaction more securely and easily. And Bitso again is integrating Circle's payment system to make it easier and more secure for Mexican residents and businesses to execute cross-border payments to and from the U.S., the company said on Thursday. So this was yesterday, folks. So this is why we're going to cover it. It just seems interesting to me that a lot of this information comes full force, and have the connections that you want to connect, and how it is probably laying the groundwork for what we need to kind of focus on when it comes to a lot of this stuff. By incorporating the payment solution of Circle, the payment service company that operates the USDC stablecoin, the initiative will allow users to make deposits and withdrawals via domestic wire transfer and execute payments to the US or Mexico. It would also allow users to convert Mexican pesos to the US dollar-backed stablecoins. So again, this is huge for Mexico, those folks in Mexico, and a lot of folks in California per se, as we talked about that yesterday, are of Mexican descent. And predominantly a lot of folks in California are doing that. So that's exciting news for them folks, where they can actually make transaction easier to send money across borders. So there we go. Mexican crypto exchange Bitso incorporates Circle. And here I wanted to go over this just real quickly so that we can kind of get an idea of what we're getting ourselves into. All you got to do is a Google search or whatever search engine you use. All you got to do is just go ahead and type in ISO 222, go to the image search, and all of these images will come up for you. But what we wanted to point out is how all of this stuff connects on the Interledger protocol family, which is also the ISO 200 ecosystem. We've gone over this thing here on the channel before, so if you want to go back and check those videos out, I broke this all down. We've done the research on all of this, the forum, all of this. We've done all of the research, the connections on each of the tokens that you see: Xinfin, Stellar, Ripple, XRP, IOTA, as well as Algorand. And now we go back to Circle. Circle is coming up, and as you can see here, USDC, and we'll talk about Algorand here shortly. And then you go around here, follow the line, you got Xinfin, okay, and then you have all of this other stuff. So check that out. And if you want to go to the Interledger protocol website, do that as well. And here, cryptocurrency company Circle to go public in a SPAC deal. This was July 8th, 2021. And then if you are on Twitter, you know that there's a Mr. Pool who drops these pictures. And it's kind of interesting that sometimes those pictures coordinate with some of the articles that are putting out. And it posts this picture of some sort not too long ago. Circle has announced that it plans to become a public company. The cryptocurrency companies will merge with Concord Acquisition Corp, which is a SPAC. Circle is better known as one of the founding members of the Center Consortium with Coinbase, along with other crypto partners. They have issued USDC, which is a popular stablecoin. So I'll leave the rest for that, just letting you know they're going public. And now that we get to Algorand, Algorand is a partner with Circle. Circle is a global financial technology firm that enables businesses of all sizes to harness the power of stablecoins and public blockchains for payments, commerce, and financial applications worldwide. Circle's platform has supported over 100 million transactions worth tens of billions of dollars, with nearly 10 million retail customers and over 1,000 businesses, while storing and securing more than $5 billion in digital currency assets. Circle's USDC is the fastest growing full reserve stablecoin in the world, with 2.0 billion in circulation. So again, Circle, Algorand. And while we're on the subject of Algorand, this is an article from November 8th, which was not too long ago, 11 days ago. WATR, WATR launches ESG-oriented blockchain commodities partners with Algorand. So check this out, read that out. And again, looking about efficient energy like that. This is kind of where that is at, and I'll let you read that yourself today. And now we're going to go to circle.com, payments and treasury infrastructure for the internet. And again, here's their products, their pricing, USDC, developers, insights, and company. You can check it out. USDC, which is the digital dollars for internet payments and commerce. Earn yield on USDC earnings, which we'll talk about as we wrap up the video. And then you can also run your business on Circle if you have a business, payments, payouts, and accounts. And this is the easiest business bridge to DeFi, Circle and Visa, API for developers by developers. Here's some other stuff that's new with Circle, Stellar, Hedera. I forgot about that. USDC comes to Hedera. So again, I can't tell you too much more than what I'm saying today because the proof is in the pudding, and we want to make sure that we follow it. Now here we are with Xinfin.org, enterprise-ready hybrid blockchain for global trade and finance. Then what we want to do, we want to go down here, check it out. I'm not going to go through the whole web page because what we want to do is partnerships, associations, and alliances. Okay, and again, we know some of these are three. Okay, and then most definitely Circle right here. Okay, so it's partner with Xinfin in a roundabout way. They're all connected, and that should just let you know that the writing is on the wall. All right, and here's some other stuff that you can go check out when it comes to Xinfin. So we'll leave it at that. And then next up, folks, we got Visa Circle team up with fintech firm to drive crypto adoption in emerging markets. Fintech startup Tala aims to use USD stablecoin to offer new financial tools. And this was September, it was an article originally May 5th, 2021. So again, this is a lot of stuff coming out for USDC, Circle, and things like that. Companies will begin providing access to USDC, stablecoin backed by the US dollar, according to announcement Wednesday. Collaborating with USD, Operator Circle, and Stellar Development Foundation, Pallet will provide access to USDC via its digital wallet. Visa's involvement will give Tala the ability to issue payment cards linked to the wallet. Tala is a California-based startup that says it has provided over $2 billion credit to over 6 million customers in countries such as Mexico, the Philippines, Kenya, and India in the form of microloans. The company has also raised over $200 million in funding, including a $110 million Series D in August of 2019 with PayPal, among other backers. Visa also confirmed the partnerships when contacted by CoinDesk. Okay, so again, CoinDesk is putting this article out. Check it out. Next, we're going to go over to Mastercard. Mastercard taps Circle for USDC settlement pilot. And as we talked on yesterday's video, we did talk about there being a digital dollar where there's some sort of tracking mechanism where they're maybe earmarked or whatnot with a digital code where we can't see with the naked eye. But most definitely, these things are paid attention to. Circle and Mastercard announced today an engagement with USDC to facilitate crypto to fiat conversions in a pilot program to expand the ability of issuers and crypto businesses to enable customers to spend their crypto assets. The engagement will be testing USDC as a means for card issuers to more easily settle payments to Mastercard, helping accelerate the world towards greater use of the internet native financial infrastructure. So again, you got Visa, Mastercard, nothing to do with banks. They're their own entity, their own whatever network that you want to deal with. There's no control over it. So again, Circle, Mastercard, Visa, Xinfin, Stellar, you name it, it's all there. We got it. And lastly, what I want to leave you all with, and if you haven't signed up for, like Coinbase or any exchange that has USDC or USDT, what I would encourage you to do, BitTrue is my most favorite exchange. I've said that over and over. I'll say it until I'm blue in the face, that you get there and most definitely get that 8.6% interest rate on USDC. So they're going to give you some interest return on that if you leave it alone, put it in Power Piggy, and things like that. I do believe on Coinbase it does it as well as Binance.us. Not sure how other exchanges operate when it comes to that, because I want to make sure that I have USDC getting rewarded for holding it on their exchange. So that's just another tidbit for you all to kind of get a return on some passive income. So if you just don't use USDC, things like that or whatnot, just have it sitting there. And again, it's always good to have it collecting interest while you're on the sidelines waiting for and buying opportunity. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Have an outstanding weekend. Again, try to do something fun, new, and exciting. I'll try to do my best to do that as well. But most definitely, have a great weekend. Made it through another week. I think that we've built on top of what we've already built on. And what I try to do is remain consistent, be consistent. And hopefully I'm doing that for you all. Hit the like button, the rumble button, whatever button you have to acknowledge that you like this video. And if you're new to the channel and you like hearing from what I have to offer, go ahead and hit the subscription button if that I deserve it. Most definitely, I want to make sure that we acknowledge everyone before I leave for the week. That I truly appreciate all of you. God bless, take care, and always treat everyone with class, dignity, and respect. Bye-bye.